I know when I first established my YouTube page for Trusted Transformation, I posted a little bit and then I just fell off completely. And honestly, that's been like that for all my platforms with Trusted Transformation. And I'm not proud of it, but I'm here and I want to dedicate myself to a new chapter. I want to dedicate myself to a new beginning. And I want to dedicate myself to just having fun with my creativity and sharing the messages that I feel that God has laid on my heart. So, for those that don't know me, my name is Taisha P. I am the creator of Trusted Transformation, a blog dedicated to every day being an opportunity for evolution, where I share inspirational messages, motivation, my art, honestly, any and everything that's laid on my heart to share with those that find comfort in my message. And I would definitely say that a big part of who my audience at least intended to be for my blog is the creatives, the people out there that have a desire to showcase their art, connect with the world artistically and creatively, and sometimes need that extra push to do so because I know that I do. And I know that a lot of times as an artist, you may feel undervalued. You may feel like your words don't matter. You may feel like nobody's paying attention and your creative gifts aren't being spotlighted. But what I've learned to get comfort in, or find comfort in rather, is it's not about that. It's about self expression. You know, money, fame, attention. I'm not saying I don't desire some level of that, even if it's enough just to make me, you know, get a little coin in my pocket. I understand that it's bigger than that, and that when you operate from a sense of love and just joy and appreciation of the craft, everything else follows that. But when you operate from a place of the end goal being in mind, you can achieve getting some level of any of those things. But many times it's not sustainable. Many times you don't feel fulfilled. Sometimes it's simple as, you may go up 1,000 notches and then the next year you fall off 10,000. So it's about always having it in mind that it's about the love for the craft more than anything else. And that's what's pushing me right now in this moment to be more expressive, to share from a genuine place. Because I've wanted to do this for a while. I've wanted to speak my mind, and I've held myself back because I'm thinking so much about all these things, not having enough time, not having the right ideas. What are people that know me gonna think? What are people that don't know me and just are trolls on the internet gonna say? Just a bunch of what ifs. And I feel like something like a trigger almost flipped in me where God is like, and what if you have the most fun you ever had in a while? What if you connect to people just like you that want to see you do well and you want them to do well, and you have the opportunity to collaborate with like-minded individuals? What if you are able to grow and grow your brand to a point where you literally can do the things that you have written down in your journal, that you have prayed about, and you have talked to me about, that the world needs to know so that they can support because you're doing it with the right intention? What if? And I've come to accept that you gotta flip the what if. You gotta flip how you view a lot of things That glass half full mentality has to be something that you take on as a creative. Because if not, this world will chew you up and spit you out. Because we all want to be validated for our work. But at the end of the day, if that's the reason why you started this work, you won't get anywhere. Because not everybody is going to validate your work. Not everybody is going to say what you have to say means something or is special. And are you okay with that? Are you okay with people saying your paint job is your sculpture is cool, or maybe even ugly, or that fashion design that you created, it was cheap, or whatever? Are you okay with being criticized but still getting the job done? But still focusing on what the bigger picture is, and that is to put something into the world that didn't exist before you. And to show people that you can do something that is authentic to what your natural gifts and talents are, with the hope and desire that all it is that it reach the person that is meant for. And not worry about what people gonna say and not gonna say and this, that, and the other, because it don't even really matter. Ultimately, I understand now that when it comes to anything that you do in this world and in this life, there's gonna be a risk, there's gonna be a reward, and there's just simply gonna be a challenge of getting out of your own way until you reach that finish line. And even when you reach that finish line, you might want to start a new race, and that's okay too, and do something else. But it's, at the end of the day, always about making sure that when you are prompted to move and do what is true to you, that you do it and you don't hold yourself back. Because as quiet as it's kept, you might get some encouragement. But even still, if you don't, when you got a job to do, you got a job to do. One thing about me, I'm not gonna act like people don't tell me, yo, I really like your encouraging messages and things like that. People tell me that, or have told me that. But I realized when I was doing it, to hear somebody say, yo, I really like that message you said, it didn't feel that good. Recently, I started back posting on my social media page a little bit. On Instagram, you can follow me at Lebell Effect. That's my personal page. LEBELLEFFECT. Shameless plug. Trusted Transformation is my blog page. But when I started posting, I'm getting some engagement and everything, but I realized it felt so good because it was like, I don't even care if y'all like this. I'm saying it because I know I'm not talking Oh, I got a little excited. I almost cussed. But, I'm not talking foolishness. I'm talking real talk that I know that people like me may or may not want to hear, but need to hear. You see how I did that? Because there's sometimes, I ain't gonna hold you, I'm listening to people on YouTube and I'm like, damn, you speaking a fact. You speaking a big fact, and it steps on my toes. And it makes me say, yo, I'm tripping, I'm sleeping, I'm wilding. If you're not from New York, you're gonna be like, yo, this girl is mad New York. But no, seriously, like, I'm not doing enough to my best ability. And I had to really get my life together with that, because when you have something that God really puts within you, that you essentially are purposely saying, no, I'm not going to do it, you now putting yourself at risk for your gift and your talent and your calling to be snatched away from you. And you don't want to be put in that position. You don't want for God to really drop something in you, and then now you lose it because you worried about what other people think when that's not even for them. I understand that a lot of the people that know me in real life, or maybe don't know me, but like we went to school together. And when I say don't know me, like, yeah, you might recognize me walking down the street, but at the end of the day, like, we not friends or anything like that. You might judge me. You might sit here and have your one or two opinion about me, but at the end of the day, it don't matter, cause you don't pay my bills. You ain't doing nothing for me, like. And I was so worried about what everybody think and what this person gonna say and what this person gonna feel like, or I genuinely feel called to share this message like that of something that happened in my life. And I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna step on such and such toes. And I'm like, F that. Because when they did what they did, they stomped on my joints. Like I had on white ups. They stomped in me. They dug their foot in it. Was squeezing them. Pause. Yo, Cameron gonna hit me and be like, yo. Nah, for real. Like, just OD. There's a lot of people that really wild out on you. And you gotta remember, at the end of the day, when you got a message, when you got a story, you just gotta share. You just gotta share. You cannot care. I'm a little rapper on the low. But for real, like, you just can't worry about what anybody talking about if they're not doing what you're doing, because it's for you. It's for you to expand yourself, expand your horizons, expand your knowledge, expand your network, expand. That's the name of the game. Putting yourself in a position of uncomfortability for the sake of growth is worth it every single time, because you're going to end up doing laps around anybody that try to talk mess about you, because at the end of the day, you still the topic of conversation, period. So it don't even matter. I've learned people going to talk, people going to say what they got to say, people going to run their mouth. You can't let that be the thing that stops you from going and from thriving and from shining, especially when you special and you got something that's really from the heart, that's really divinely guided, that's really God verified. When people is just coming up to you, don't even know you, and got an energy for you and got a liking to you and a love for you, that's when you know you got something special that you need to share. Don't hold back. Don't worry about little Susie and little such and such that's going to say what they got to say. People talk, let them talk. Let them walk. Let them do whatever. Can't let nothing distract you or stop your shine when you meant to. When you got a light, when you got a clarity of who you are and why you've been brought to this earth, chase that. Because you only get one life. And you want to use it right. You want to do what you meant to do. You want to shine how you meant to shine. And ultimately, you never know what's on the other side of you just heeding the call that you have been sent to fulfill. So, for all my folks out there that meant to hear this message, all my creatives out here, really shine and be okay with being that person that does you unapologetically, because the risk is definitely worth the reward. So that's all I had to say for today. I'm gonna try to really keep up with this thing, because I don't know, I've been having fun. I've been doing my little whatevers on Instagram, but I really think I want to be on YouTube with it. I think Instagram is a little too cute for me, and TikTok is a little too cute too, like in the sense of, it's, I don't know, I feel like YouTube is really where the real raw people say whatever they want, and you don't got to do it in 5 seconds. So I think I'm gonna rock with YouTube. Yeah. But all in all, it's your girl Taisha P. Signing out. Later, y'all.